Coming up, the 4th Annual Young Women League Conference. Huntingburg Market Street plans discussed during the public hearing. Kurt Guxel with sports, Bill Potter with Inform. These stories, sports, and weather are coming up in 18 WJTS News. This is the WJTS News. I'm Prisma Lopez-Marin. Thank you for joining us today. Together We Fly was one of the many motivating statements the keynote speaker had to say in the high school girls as they said it together during her presentation at yesterday's 4th Annual Young Women Lead Conference. Yesterday was an eventful time for high school girls, with 415 high school girls who were registered for this free event coming from all DuBois County high schools, Northeast and Southeast DuBois, Jasper and Forest Park, Pike Central High School, Shoals High School, Heritage Hill High School, and Silver Creek High School out of Salzburg. The Young Women Lead Conference in Jasper was organized by women from the DuBois area who are professionals in their own field. These local women leaders participated in the SOAR program, which serves as a leadership development program that creates the conference. As the conference proceeded, one of the conference SOAR members, project manager Gail Packenpaugh, noted that the conference focuses on the education, on the development, and on the growth components to be a better leader. And she shares what it's like to be involved.
There's a lot of time and planning that goes into an event like this, but all of us are dedicated leaders in the community, and we feel it very important that we've had this opportunity to go through this training program, and it's exciting to pay that forward to these young girls in the community.
Founder and president of SOAR program, Sally Schultz, elaborates on the investment local women leaders demonstrate as their preparation, and also includes their preparation for the conference.
This is a group of professional women that go through a leadership development program for 9 months, and part of the learnings is that they have to put together this conference for high school girls. So it's an opportunity for young professional women in the Jasper, Du Bois area to be able to pay it forward. They take some of those leadership skills that they've learned over 9 months, and then they collectively work on the project so that they can empower the next generation of women, which are your high school girls.
Sally gave credit to Tanya Heim, Vice President of Patient Services and CNO at Memorial Hospital, who suggested for Sally to do outreach towards Jasper businesses and ask them to support the SOAR program by encouraging their employees to participate in this event. Sally added that everyone involved with the conference and its impact is created from a multi-generational women helping other women. Founder of Matrix Integration here in Jasper, Brenda Stallings, attended the event as both a gold level sponsor but also as a supporter of the overall purpose that is being accomplished.
I feel like it's very much listening to the speakers today and all the breakouts that the girls will have the opportunity to participate in. It's just something we need to continue to foster and help these young women understand that they can be all they can be. It's up to them.
One of the SOAR program mentors, Jane Chappell, touches on issues that are addressed at the conference and the profound impact that the speakers can make on the students that were present.
This program is important to youth because, especially our young women, because high school, middle school and high school can be very traumatic, and when the speakers come in and allow them to talk and allow them to recognize some of the fears they have, some of the situations they face, and realize other people have done it, it gives them an understanding that they can survive and they can go on and they can be who they want to be. And that is our biggest goal, is that young women understand that this is an opportunity for them to be who they want to be.
SOAR mentor Tanya Heim and Liberty Hill, the MC for the conference, presented guest speaker Kelly Schaefer and the keynote speaker Julia Garcia throughout the two-track conference sessions. Kelly Schaefer shared with these young women her experience of a life-changing story after a 1999 drunk and driving accident resulted in her becoming quadriplegic. At the time, she was only 19 years of age, and she was a cheerleader for the Indiana University School. In her presentation, she shines a light to her journey of becoming a leader in her own right, as she is now a teacher and an author to an Amazon bestseller book, Fractured, Not Broken. Kelly is currently teaching at the Holy Trinity Catholic School in Jasper and shares why this field is important to consider as a career.
I think teaching is a great profession, one that is empowering and one that you can really have an effect on your own future, and one that is a privilege to have. And I realize that I'm teaching this year I have 22 students, so I realize that that they are their family's pride and joy, and I don't take that for granted. And it's been a blessing and a gift, and every day is a new adventure.
Kelly extends advice to those young women interested in the educator field by saying that it's worth being a teacher based on the influence a person can have in the success of their students. Keynote speaker Julia Garcia embraced the audience of high school girls at the conference by sharing how she came from obstacles derived from her upbringing and unraveled her experience through slam poetry and successfully having the high school girls interact with her and also with each other. Julia's presentation was both moving and full of laughter. Through performance arts and storytelling, Julia encourages others to embrace the real you and has been a motivational speaker for 10 years. Nationwide, she received her bachelor's degree in communication from New York Institute of Technology and was a scholar athlete at the school as well. Her master's degree in human science with a focus in transformation social change from Saybrook University, and there she is currently a candidate for her PhD in psychology. She contributes an encouraging message for future leading women to find themselves through their aspirations.
Knowing who you are and believing in who you are, and you can use your voice in any way, shape, or form. You can use your experiences. Don't take what you've been through for granted. Don't think you can't do something because you don't have a certain degree, or because you don't have a certain look, or because you don't have a certain background, or you didn't grow up with a lot of money, because who you are is so powerful. And if you just release that into the world, you can do basically anything you want to do if you actually believe it's possible. So there's really no roadmap to get to wherever you want to go if you want to be a leader and be an agent of change. But the number one thing is to just find what you're passionate about and let yourself go in that direction.
Julia continues by saying she was impressed with these young women standing up as she prompted them with questions about their life, and that they were so brave in participating even when it was hard for others, even though it could be hard for others to do so. It motivates her to reach other young women as well and shows them that they are not alone. The Huntingburg City Council listened to comments from the public on Tuesday night in regards to the proposed Market Street Park. As many as 4 people spoke of the park, which is considered a stellar project, with feelings running half and half. During the hearing required by the Indiana Department of Community and Rural Affairs, one local resident expressed concern over the concept art for the project. That featured a current drive access to the back of his house that could cut that area off. Members of the council were very receptive to the concerns and pointed out that the conceptual art is not the final design. They say the project will not change current access to the Market Street. Costs for the total project are in the ballpark of around $2.9 million, of which the city has received around $1.4 million in help from OCRA, leaving a balance of $1.5 million left. Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner says the city has lined up enough funding for the remaining of that balance.
Our funding sources will be tax increment financing. $1 million has been set aside by the Redevelopment Commission for this project. Another $250,000 has been pledged from our EDIT funds, from the Economic Development Income Tax. That was a pledge that was made as the Stellar Strategic Plan went forward back in 2014. So this is a confirmation of those funds will be available. And the remainder of the funds will come through the Du Bois County Community Foundation. And that's the fundraising private investment side of this project.
The Market Street discussion was just a public hearing to gather public comment and information. No decisions have yet to be decided by council members. This project has been in planning stages since 2013 and has been one of the big focal points in the stellar planning. Another public hearing is planned soon. If given the go-ahead, the construction of the Market Street project could begin sometime next year. Stay tuned. Weather and sports still to come on 18 WJTS News.